pinpoint precision with Exact Track 4D. Dissecting storms, exposing dangerous conditions miles above the surface.
Take a peek here tonight. We continue to track Hurricane Erin. This is new video as satellite imagery captures lightning strikes near the eye of the hurricane there. When the storm intensified to Category 5, it is now, according to the experts like Richard Nunn, now down to Category 2.
We don't usually see this kind of luck.
Only from the satellite data is the only time we'll see it. And sometimes you'll see it when at nighttime from afar. You can see it where they'll sprite over the top of the hurricanes. But as far as that, there's also a lot of lightning that's in the outer bands as well. But pretty neat where it gets concentrated there. And it was, and if you noticed, it kind of stayed over on the right-hand side. That's the stronger side of the storm that we're always talking about. All right, on over to the board here. We've been tracking some of our own lightning strikes here locally, but things are winding down nicely across the inland areas west of the river, Clay County, Union, Bradford, Alachua, parts of Baker and Columbia County. Saw a few spotty showers and into southeast Georgia, just a couple little specks here around northern Ware County and then moving to the west of Ware County. But behind me, this is where the flow generates from, and you can see we still have some thunderstorms here, so they could be pushed on that northeasterly conveyor belt all the way up against the beaches and continue to spread inland. What we've seen so far today, anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch with a couple of spots cresting an inch and getting pretty close there just to the south of McClenny and around Fernandina, and that was the same area yesterday that we were watching that saw almost in some areas our radar was showing 5 inches of rain. So here's Hurricane Erin, that Category 2 storm winding down to 105-mile-an-hour winds. The swell is already underway. It got that head start as we had the major hurricane. It will get the reinforcement here as the Category 2 storm will unwind a little bit. So what we'll see via the satellite data is the cloud tops and everything will begin to expand out from what will be that weakening. When they're stronger, they're usually more a little bit more compact here, but as they start to weaken, they open up, and that's what we're seeing with some of these bands. That classic looking hurricane here that was once a major. A 60% chance, yet the models, they've popped on it a couple times. I showed you yesterday where the models were stronger in the afternoon, and then they were all but vacant in the evening, so the numbers haven't changed at all at 10 and 60%. But this is now Invest number 99 with a 30% chance for trying to make it. All right, just to get you caught up, favorable here is where we get into the red. Anything from yellow into the green is the shear, and you can see that we've got sort of a, let me bring that back here. We've got a shear line that is just to the north of what is known as the convergence zone, and the convergence zone is basically the highway here for these tropical lows as they come off the continent of Africa just to the south of the Azores Isles. So what we'll see with that system that's trying to develop in south of the Cape Verde Islands is that it's going to follow that path of least resistance. So it's going to try to stay to the south of that shear line. I will say that once we get past Wednesday, once we get past tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, there's still quite a bit of shear as we approach the Windward Isles, and that could take the toll on that system that has 30%. The model's just not picking it up right now, but we'll continue to monitor it. Meanwhile, temperatures have been all over the board. If we had an hourly reading, it would look like some sort of a roller coaster where we saw 90 degrees, and then we had some showers by the airport, came down to, I think it was 81 degrees, back up to 87, and now we're showing 89 degrees as the whitecaps continue. And look how high the water continues to come along the area beaches, and this is why we could see some of that coastal flooding. And it's also why we're watching what is happening over the Atlantic. Just like that, there goes one of the showers sweeping by the area beaches. But what kind of rainfall could we see with Erin? So Erin stays well out over the Atlantic. You can see where the rain marker comes through, and we're just not seeing much of the impact. What I would say is that maybe on the very far-reaching bands that will continue to expand here, we could have some of those that would brush the beaches, but our better chances will come in. That starts Friday, continues both Saturday and Sunday, as we'll have a trough parking itself here to the north, keeping us under that chance for showers and storms. So your dynamometer as we look to the hot hump of the work week. Temperatures are climbing. We'll make it a 9 here, so we'll just be tracking a few of the showers and the thunderstorms. 70s, which feel like 80s start the day, and it's the daytime highs in the low to mid 90s before the clouds will roll in. And that'll help to bring our temperatures back to seasonal values, a trend that continues through the weekend and the start of the work week.